Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play FrogComposband as Ayali the Centipede. Metallic blue currently, but we're one level away from... What could it be? Honestly, I don't remember all the colors we went through so far. Like red, green, blue? Were we even red? I don't know. Wait. Or is this only... Were we just colorless to begin with? Nondescript, then green, then blue? Yeah, I guess, right? That's because we didn't start out with a color, so... Anyway, not that it particularly matters. And we're going to find out soon enough what is next. One thing that occurred to me is that we can, once we reach the second town, Thalos becomes available as a destination. That's the one on the island, right? Indeed it is, yes. So we can look around here, see if there are any appropriately leveled quests, and indeed there are. Shadow Fairies, though. I remember this one. I remember the map for it. It's a forest with a number of clearings, each with a Shadow Fairy inside. We have not met those on this character, though. And thus I'm not really sure how tough they're going to be at our current level. It's always a bit scary. Well, I mean, it's always a bit scary, period. Especially on a character like this, which I don't necessarily have a particularly good feeling for, you know, how strong it is. I mean, I feel like we've mostly been doing alright, but we've also had some close calls. And we don't really have a lot of options when it comes to combat. Obviously, we don't have any kind of innate abilities or anything. We do have usable items, but we're not particularly great at using them. This guy is going to give us quests, no? Wait, or is it this one? Yeah. Ooh, mushrooms, level 10. Okay. Yeah, I thought there were some low-ish level quests here. There's also this dungeon. Yeah, the Icky Caves. Okay, I knew that there was at least one other city map with a nearby dungeon. Isn't there like another one with some orc caves or something? No. Well, I mean, there's the quest near that foresty city. That is an orc cave that's like divided into two sides, and that is full of dozens of orcs. And then later there's a follow-up quest to that one, basically. Maybe there isn't a full-on orc dungeon, per se. Or there can be, but it's not in this particular iteration of the world. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly keep looking around here. I mean, what are we looking for? We have 8,000 gold. Could buy more potions of speed. Not discounted, though. Oh yeah, wait, they're 700 apiece. That's kind of expensive. I mean, we have 8 more. We could buy a Staff of Haste monsters. That's wonderful. I mean, I suppose it can be useful when you're summoning monsters, right? I don't know if I want to buy those speed potions. That's a lot of money. But it's probably one of the most useful things I can buy. We could buy a Wand of Confuse monster, which is certainly useful. I don't know if we had one on this character before it got burned or destroyed, otherwise we definitely did on the previous one. I want to say this one had one, and it was definitely useful to have. It's another 3.7k. I mean, we could get both that and the potions. We have a raven here in town, okay, sure. Now we could get some more heroism, I guess. Yeah, we don't have a lot of those, and those obviously aren't expensive. They were just in surprisingly low supply. So we're just gonna get those, I guess. Unfortunately, these were 90% off, but oh well. Curing. Hearing cures blindness, confusion as well. Okay, wait. So clarity is just a worse version of curing. Curing would be that plus even more. Reduces poisoning. Okay, so curing combines antidote and clarity and more into one. Right. So in the interest of efficiency, we should go for those. They're also not very expensive at all. Were they not available before, or did I just not think that they were worth it? Because it sure seems like they are. Sure, we'll get those. Word of Recall, we have 2, which is not amazing, but should be enough, especially if we're only tackling quests for now. Okay, get this Raven out of here. Bows are useless, obviously, or weapons in general are useless, but metal shot boots, no, obviously. Doors aren't great. There's nothing we need from here because we have plenty of food and we're no longer carrying oil, I suppose. Although I've also... Yeah, I mean, I guess I could get a flask of oil and just refill and never have to worry about it for, you know, the next 15,000 turns. And I think I actually saw a couple of lanterns on my recent expeditions and just forgot to use them to refuel. That's on me. But it's not like we were about to run out anyway, so there's that. Right, our constitution is drained, but that's... shouldn't be a problem. Wait, is this the arena? Right, of course, the arena. How could I forget? I mean, surely we can win the first couple here. We're at level 20. Surely. And at the very least, you don't die in the arena. Although I guess theoretically you might end up at low health and poisoned after a fight ends, and if you don't immediately cure it, you can still die. But at the very least, you're usually just booted out with like 0 or 1 hit point. If you die. Anyway, we win. Right. Don't get anything unless the enemy drops something, which this one didn't. Mori Troll. Well, also happens to be a troll. It's not just a name, I guess. Raisin face, this creature is more impudent than normal troll. Okay. Thanks for that beautiful English description. Okay. Wait, Mori Troll. Mori is forest. Did I never make that connection before? Mori Troll literally means forest troll, and it's dark green. Is that really all it's supposed to be? Is it just a horribly translated or not really translated Japanese enemy name? Really weird. Okay. Tiger. I want to say we fought a tiger before. If not on this character, then a previous one. Well, okay. Just 2-shot the tiger. No big deal. A druid. We've definitely fought druids before. I mean, come on. Failed to cast a spell. Almost 1-shot. Alright. Hill Giant. Now that one certainly seems a bit more intimidating, but we have so many hit points. And we do hit pretty hard. Yeah, it throws a large rock though. Sting skills are improving for what it's worth. Okay. Whew. Give me those free potions of speed, please. Hell yeah. Okay, that one was scary though. Where at? Okay, back to an extremely easy enemy again. And I should know this, but wait, no, we do get experience for enemies in the arena, right? Might be reduced, though, compared to the normal rate. Yeah, no, we're definitely getting experience. Okay. Orc Captain. Surely we can defeat a single Orc Captain without his usual Orc army. Yeah, we're definitely getting XP. I was paying attention this time, but I also know that we started out at 700 something XP needed, and obviously we're now a little bit closer. A single Berserker again. Okay, we did lose some health here. Rod of Detect Traps. I mean, I'll take it for now, but I don't know that I necessarily... I mean, honestly, I should use that. Yeah. Probably should. Use Zap Rods, right? So... we want to inscribe the rod with @ZZ. So we can just do this. No rods there, no rods, no traps detected. We can do this. Obviously that doesn't do anything in town. But yeah, just need to remember to hit UUZZ every now and then. What do we get here? Stone Giant. Oh, that's basically like that Hill Giant, but worse. I probably shouldn't until I have more armor. 33 armor, honestly, that's not good. I really wish we'd get some natural armor class, you know, just some increasingly sturdy carapace to give us some basic armor, because with 3 pairs of boots, I'm just not gonna provide a lot of armor. I suppose we could put on a ring of protection or something, if we had one. There wasn't one available right now. That was just a ring of fire. Burns, burns, burns. Do we want a confused monster? That could absolutely save our butt. You know what? Sure. Yeah. 9 charges too, that's not terrible. And now we can't even afford all the potions of speed, but... I mean, we also got 5 free ones, so maybe I'm just gonna hold on to my remaining money. What do we have here? I mean, Stone to Mud obviously can be useful. It can be absolutely life-saving. But... you know. Anyway, do we... I really shouldn't, though. Is this the point where I should take a break? Yeah, honestly... I feel like the Stone Giant could be a little bit too tough right now. Do we head into the Icky Cave? Or was that something else I meant to do? Oh yeah, actually there was. I wanted to drop off some stuff. This and the Clarity. And something else. Let's see here, we have Speed, Resist Heat and Cold, sure. Heroism, Curing, like healing, curing. I suppose I do want all of these things. Maybe I don't need both Magic Missile and Frostbolt. Frostbolt definitely hits harder on things that aren't immune or resistant. Magic Missile just does not deal a ton of damage. So let's go with that. Inventory's more than half full, which is, you know, suboptimal. But also, we don't really have a whole lot of use for things in general, for most things. So it should be fine. Let's head in here. It's the lowest level thing we can do. 5 magic mushroom patches. Those things like to teleport around and just be in general menace and annoyance. We have a single scroll of detect monsters. I mean, it would tell us where those mushroom patches are right now, but again, they just teleport around, so it's not gonna be very useful. Something drains power, I'm slowed. I guess I saw something before it immediately jumped away. But we'll have to kill those things somehow. Anti-magic. Right. Oh, there's one. Okay. I think I'm gonna try shooting it. Okay. I can see another one. Killed it. Okay, good. If we can just one-shot each one with a single frostbolt, that would be pretty good. Optimal, even. Pink jelly. Reduces strength, okay. Wait. Flinches, that did very little, unfortunately. Can we confuse it? It's immune to confusion, alright. Do we just risk? Immediately gets hit, wonderful, okay. Immediately gets hit again. And immediately gets hit again, oh no, this is so bad. Well, I guess now we have a reason to spend, what was it, like 2,000 gold on stat restoration? Or just, you know, wait for the next stat increase, I guess, as we kill the Icky Queen, was it? At the bottom of this dungeon. Shadow Creature of Fiona. Okay, Potions of Sight. Cure Blindness. Wait, we picked those up? Yes. Yeah, there they are, okay. I'm just blind. How ironic. Something fires anti-magic from where? From over there somewhere? Okay. Staff of Detect Evil. Okay, anti-magic. That's fine. Because it does not prevent us from using wands. That's, what, the third one? I saw one up here. It's still there, actually. Okay, that's number 4. And now, of course, we're out of charges, so we'll just quickly rest. Rest for 100 turns. Not enough. Oh. Something hits me. Oh, something was there. I killed it. Okay. Scroll of Rumor. Make money fast. Find a treasure pit. Okay. Sounds good. Not really sure where I would find one. My magic returns. Okay, good. Most importantly, though, we got one charge back on our wand. Trap detected zone. Surely there are no traps over here. Word of recall. Good. What? It was over here somewhere. Was it here? No, it just ran away. Oh, I didn't even go into this tunnel here. Where is it? I hate those stupid things. It's probably back in the big room. Also, there's... Can't be all bad, you say. Huh. I beg to differ. It's kind of small and annoying. Hey, we actually one-shot... we actually killed the final mushroom in melee. Okay, that works. And we can get out of here and move on with our lives. ZZ. No traps, alright. Magic returns. What magic? Oh, hello. Frost jelly, huh? Wait. Oh, that's, we see the nurgling. We don't know anything about the frost jelly's attacks. Surely it uses frost. But it also means that our frostbolt, of course, well, or rather, because it was a frost jelly, our frostbolt would not have worked there, but also we thankfully just one-shot it before it had a chance to freeze us. Shatter any potions. What are you? Brass lantern. Okay. There we go. Getting hungry for the first time, I believe? I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, that's that taken care of. Okay, let's just use EZ again. How are we doing? Well, we're down to 4 out of 6 charges on the enlightenment, so the rod can more or less keep up with our exploration speed, I suppose. I guess it depends. With only 2 charges, we will eventually run out, or occasionally run out. But we are down to 4 out of 6 charges on the enlightenment, so yeah, if I do use that multiple times on each floor, we're not going to... It's not going to be sustainable. I feel like this is possibly just the final room, though. I mean, it might not be. It might be one of those very elongated dungeon levels. Ah, screw it. Okay. There was a little bit more going on, and there's even a trap. Okay. There's probably not much of a reason to even stick around here. What? Oh, creeping gold coins. Don't mind if I do. We do not... Oh, we do have a shaft downward. Okay. We probably should take that, huh? Yeah, it's still only dungeon level 11. Don't like the look of this place, really. Did something bad spawn behind me or something? Because it sure doesn't seem particularly bad. A bit boring. I guess I'll just leave. Level 13. Oh, we picked up the Ring of Combat. I did not notice that whatsoever. Obviously, we're going to put that on. Thank you. Let's see, 17, 16, 30. Wait. Surely a Ring of Combat affects our damage. Oh, and maybe it was just lowered that much from our lowered strength, actually. I mean, we still have 1809, which is not terrible at all. But I guess... Yeah, I mean, our starting ring is a Ring of Combat, obviously. Which one of these would I even get rid of? Is the 1 extra point of dex worth it? Over 1 point of... it's attack power, right? It's first attack power, then hit? Yeah. I would probably take an extra point of damage over 1 point of dex when in doubt. Anyway, let's take this off real quick. Just to confirm. Yeah, okay, it's down to 15, 14, 27. Okay. So basically, this new ring more or less makes up for the strength loss from that one stupid jelly earlier. That's something. Ops the tiger, huh? Are you tough? Targeting, wait. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, that's why. We should probably try and confuse. He's immune to confusion, well. Isn't that annoying? Maybe he's not that bad, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Arg. The worst thing about it... Oh, Rod of Detect Traps? Wait, oh, that's exactly what we have. Same number of charges, too, so... Thanks, I guess. Yeah, the most annoying part is that it's one of those elites that don't even drop anything. Gauntlets. Do I look like I have hands? Wait, yellow mold is nothing. Alright. Pushes of speed, wow, okay. Wait, pick those up. Why aren't you adding those to the stack, though? You're supposed to do that, and you're doing it with other things, but not speed potions, interestingly. Why is that? Come on. Potions, speed. Leave on floor and inscribe. Huh. Why would I guess maybe I just did that because I was playing a character who no longer had a use for these. That's probably what happened. So really, I should probably look into writing a more sophisticated conditional command that looks at either just straight up level, just, you know, just deactivates automatic pickup for a bunch of things like speed potions based on level, based on, you know, you being a level at which you're pretty much guaranteed to have your staff or a rod of speed or something, some more permanent source of speed and other things. Or maybe you could even make a conditional, you know, if you have a certain item in your inventory, activate this condition or deactivate it or whatever. I'm assuming that's probably a thing. I don't know that there's... Oh God, you know, I could probably do that, but for now, we'll actually just activate this again. In fact, Giant Strength, yeah, that would be useful on this character. Stone Skin, sure. Resistance, absolutely. Enlightenment? Hell yeah. I suppose I commented this out, basically, or, you know, made it... deactivated the auto pickup. Curing, yeah, we want curing, actually. Right. Mana, no, that's not going to be useful. Again, it would be useful to not have these things, to not turn these things on and off, you know, manually every time you play a different character, but to somehow put these in a more, in a way that just changes depending on certain conditions. But honestly, that's more mental work than just going through the list every now and then and turning them on and off manually. Yeah, I mean, mana is not going to be useful to this character ever, so we're just going to leave that off. But yeah, experience I probably just turned off. Or, yeah, was it experience? No, enlightenment. Oh, wait, enlightenment? No, that's the one... Is that the one that just tells you everything about your character? I guess that's not that useful, ever. I mean, not so useful that I want to auto-pick up. Yeah, experience I was thinking. That I maybe just deactivated that as I reached level 50 on a character. At which point, obviously, that is no longer going to be useful. Anyway, I think this is fine. We want to hit Control W, because obviously that's how you save. Alright, okay. Anyway, that's that fixed. A ring. So, we can identify, so we know that that's just not a magical ring. It's just that. It's not unidentified, it is just a ring. Okay. Again, down to 3 charges of enlightenment. Hello? Orc Shaman. Just a single Orc Shaman in there, okay. Right, but this is also a room then. Hunting Hawk of Julian is dead. Aren't those also usually... Don't those also usually come in packs? I guess not necessarily when they spawn in a special room like that. What's a little bit annoying about this dungeon here is, because it has a non-standard, non-empty floor, it's less easy to see at a glance where you haven't been after you map the dungeon, right? In your normal dungeon, it's pretty clear to see, of course, where the floor is still black and where it's filled in. But here, you always have these little patches of water, I suppose. You know, it's just a... Ooh. Okay. 10 armor. Free action. Which helps against something. It's typically something you do want to see. Invisible and warning for good measure. I mean, yeah, this is a really, really good ring. That's honestly just what we need. And do I replace the first one? Let go of 1 dex. Yeah, we kind of need the damage right now, especially. We're gonna go down a little bit again, but honestly, yeah, it's like 30% extra armor. We kind of need a ring of protection with, you know, with just boots for armor. And the extra bonuses are actually really sweet. Like, I mean, free action, see invisible, those are absolutely things you want. Really nice find. Can't wait to squander it all. Okay. Do we have a feeling? Can't be all bad, you say. Maybe that's because of the ring. That definitely was a good find. Hello, Hellcats. How have we still not leveled up, by the way? I mean, I suppose it is... This is a relatively low-level dungeon compared to us, so... There's that. Oh, hello. A bunch of these servants of Glaki. Weren't those just disembodied hands? I think so. Down to 2 enlightenment, yeah. That does not really have the sustainability we need in the long run. A rod would be a lot better here. Or a staff with a lot more charges. Yeah, 6 is obviously kind of on the low end. Just gonna explore a little bit like this. Giant white tick. Can hurt and poison. Okay. I feel like there is a type of tick that's really nasty, but I guess not those. Okay. Gonna stubbornly keep trying. How am I so bad? Also... Oh, maybe it's because I'm blind? You actually have... This level can't be all bad, okay. Ah, maybe you're actually... Your chances at disarming a trap are actually significantly reduced while you're blind, which would make perfect sense, I suppose, when you think about it. A good cloak, alas, not for us. I mean, you'd think, no matter the shape of your body... hi, Black Ogre. You should always, at the very least, like, if you can literally equip nothing else, a cloak, you could just throw over your body somehow, right? Unless you're literally immaterial. Or something. Anyway, massive orc-like figure, right, okay. And it doesn't say that it can throw stuff. I'm gonna wait in the corridor here, if you don't mind. Surprisingly cowardly, but yeah, there are a few of them. Oh, we're level 21. We evolved into a metallic red centipede. Okay, quickly check. Yeah, we're speed +3. Did our armor actually go up? Wait, 45? It was lower before, wasn't it? Yeah, still no other intrinsics. 17, 17, 31 damage. I guess that did go up slightly. Most importantly, we don't have another boot slot. Wow. Really, game? You can't even give me that? I did get more hit points, of course, and yeah, that's that, at least. Okay. Guess we dealt with all of them. Shield destroyed, sword destroyed, rope destroyed. Okay, magma vein, ah yes. Because it's that kind of room. Goomba. Let's get back to Mario. Uh-oh, wait, giant fleas though? Breeds explosively, yikes. Okay. How are we not killing the stupid hippogriff? Wait. We're kind of getting killed by it. Are we actually... Did we actually get rid of all the fleas? I suppose unlike many other breeders, lice, for example, those things actually come after you and don't just randomly move around. Obviously that helps in a way. I mean, it can also be dangerous if they're actually dangerous. But if they're weak and they actually just tend to gather around you, at least they're going to be in melee range for you to kill. And in this case, we were able to just kill them more quickly than they bred. Right. Guess we're... Can't be all bad again. Don't think we found any particularly useful item. Hello, Sand Dweller. Oh, Sand Dwellers drop lots of stuff and they like to come in groups and they're not very strong. I like that a lot. Those are all qualities that I greatly appreciate in my enemies. Lucerne Hammer, get out of here. Sleep Monster Staff. Is that one? All nearby visible monsters. Wow, I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let's get that one. That's some nice crowd control. Unfortunately, that's just a completely useless amulet. Yeah, our current amulet is not great. Although it does provide us with our one and only resistance so far. Still. Should not be too hard to find something that's an upgrade. Anyway, level 17. Still not the bottom. Okay, got a trap. Caustic icky thing. Probably... Okay, that's just a one-shot, but yeah. Not worth risking getting hit with acid, having our armor reduced even by a single point. That has to be a door, right? No? How is there just... Oh, it was a door. We're just terrible at searching, I guess. Yeah, well, not terrible, actually. Theoretically not terrible. Grape jelly, scruffy-looking hobbit. Gloves. Get out of here. More speed potions. 21 speed potions. Okay, what's going on? This is now... Like, was it the very first... Or the second? This is the third by now, right? The third centipede, technically. Yeah, on the very first one we had like 20 speed potions by level 10 or so. It took a little bit longer on this character, but we're back up to 21. It strikes me as an unusually large amount. Which is absolutely not a complaint, it's just... I don't know, it feels a bit unusual. Can grape jelly do anything? Drain mana? Lower experience. Interesting. I guess I don't care too much about that. Yeah. Potions of blindness. Get out of here. Blue icky thing. Can confuse. Well, let's not get confused. If we can help it. Pink jelly. It's currently sleeping. You know what? I'd like to have my strength not lowered even further, so... We're actually just gonna leave the thing alone. Boring place, huh? Yeah, I'm getting that impression. But there's just this one room left over here. Soft leather boots, average though. Money though. We like money. Back up to 6k, not too shabby. There is a shaft. Okay, level 19. Rust monster. Uh-oh. I didn't look. I thought it was a horse. I mean... The Scroll of Monster Confusion was destroyed. Oh, right. I had those, huh? I guess I should have used it. Oh, no. Well, now we kind of have to deal with this. Oh no, my staff of identify. Why? You stupid... Oh god. I mean, the thing is, I could not have killed that thing with my frostbolt. Cat, what the heck? So... I mean, I suppose maybe I could have ignored it, but... we can no longer identify. That's so annoying. Oh, come on, of all the things to destroy. Well, that's what it is. That's life without acid resistance. Come on. Oh, something came out. It's a Zog. Potions of clumsiness. Wonderful. Bronze dragonfly. Wonderful. Oh, something's coming. It's a centipede. It's orcs. Okay, orcs are fine. Usually. Uruk. Even Uruk is fine. Small sword. We don't need that. Gorbag. Oh, hey. We actually took a fair bit of damage here. Whoops. Orc shaman? Would you? Okay. Sure, that works. Staff, average. Well. Use... activate... from the floor? No? Wait. No, use. From floor. Huh? Huh? Use? Floor? Interesting. Shouldn't it say tried? Am I... Huh? Okay. I don't know why it doesn't. I think we tried it. More confused. Remains confused. It's even more confused. Okay. And now we strike. He might hit us occasionally, but he's still confused. And he's dead. Excellent chainmail. Well, the thing is, though, we don't need that. Are you going to pick it up again? Yes. Okay. I mean, ideally, I would fix that. Obviously, after I drop something manually, I don't really need it again. Okay, so... No, it still just says average. I swear it normally says tried, doesn't it? If you've tried it before? Without identifying it? I don't know. Surely there's a door here. No? There's no door here. Or do I just suck that much at searching? We should probably also fully heal. Okay, there's a door here. Hello, Nixie. Sea Elf. Shadow creature of Fiona, okay. Not a shadow fairy. No traps, at least. Man, I really hope we can find another staff of identify. As soon as we're back in town. Search for trap. Of course it's trapped. Disarm. Open. Okay. Fine, I guess I'll detect traps again. Or actually back up to full enlightenment, sure. I mean, kind of a waste, honestly, with this little of the dungeon left, but it's fine. Disarm that gas trap for like 2 points of experience or so, I don't know. Oh, we're actually pretty close to level 22 though, so that's nice. Sure there's no connection here? We can tunnel through that. An excellent toolbar. I'm sure it really is. Honestly, we probably don't need to pick up things that aren't at least artifacts. In fact, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Like, even excellent items we can't use. Is that trivial to do? Or... It probably is. It's probably also a faster way to scroll to the bottom, but that's okay. Nameless. Right. So right now we're only filtering stuff that's neither ego or artifact. So, I mean, the simplest way to do what I wanted to do is probably to just add ego. Just make a second line with ego. Wait, and if I don't put anything? Oh, it just automatically adds items. Fair enough. I don't know, maybe this is overkill, but I think it should do what I want it to do, so... The weapons... and... ego unusable shooters. Which is literally all shooters. Eho? Right. Again, there's probably a more concise way, but who cares about efficiency? And now... I guess we technically don't know? No, but it's not gonna be an artifact, though. Oops, what? Destroy. I mean, I'm sure it would work if we actually had it identified. I suppose while it's not identified, those rules don't apply yet. It's only a problem because right now we can't identify, so I'm not going to worry about it. Nothing? Nothing? I'm searching? No? Okay, it's just a quartz vein. Yeah, actually, I suppose we did map here, now that I think about it. Boring place, huh? Well, there was another centipede. Is that boring? I suppose so. Oh, and actually, for some reason I thought... there was more to the right, but there's not. Also, there's no shaft down, so I feel like that indicates that level 20 is the final level, and it is. Okay, Icky Queen. We used to have a scroll of Detect Monster. I guess that was also destroyed at some point. That makes sense. We lost a surprising and troubling amount of health. Spider bomb. Oh no. Okay. Cool. Oh no. Software bugs. Wait. It's kind of bad. We don't want the boss level to be swarmed by breeders like this. So did we get them all? Please tell me we got them all. I think so. Okay. This is thankfully a smallish room. Both doors are closed, so we got really lucky here. That could have been extremely bad. It's also surprising that they only started attacking after we had recovered most of our health. Huh. Okay, there's nothing up this way. It's actually a tiny... Huh? Oh, there was a passage. Whoops. Why did I think this was a dead end? Yeah, it is a tiny floor though, but okay. Hi there. It summons kin. I wonder what it might be in this case. It's really mysterious. No one could possibly know. Okay, let's use the sleep monster thing. Apparently it did not affect the queen. I don't know if she's immune, but it didn't even list her, so let's try again. She is immune. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I should have tried, or use the speed potion first, but we do that now. Heroism. We're confused, actually. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, that just happened, though. Curing. No longer confused. We attack the Icky Queen. Oh. Is she acidic? No. No? Oh, aura of acid. Oh, that's so bad. What? Huh. The unidentified staff was destroyed. Oh. Oh, God. Charisma cannot be drained anymore, so that's great. Oof. She's eating all our food. This is horrible. I bet she cannot be confused, right? That would make a lot of sense. I'm probably best off just attacking her. Okay, we did damage her at least. Huh, weird. I didn't remember her being bad, but I suppose most characters that I fought her with probably had at least acid resistance by this point. It's typically one of the earliest ones that you try to get. Oh dear. Oh god, okay, we're taking way too much damage here. I mean, I suppose we are being attacked by 4 things at the same time, which is obviously suboptimal. We're also poisoned. Ah, yes. Oh god. Okay, let's teleport. Let's drink one of those. Let's just quaff a whole bunch of these. Screw efficiency here, or saving resources. Did she summon more? Yes, she did. Is she gonna come here? Staff was destroyed. I guess I didn't care too much about it, but still. Come on, we just need to kill her. Yikes. Pretty heavily poisoned again, but our hit points are looking okay. Let's raise our strength. Yes. Get that fixed up. Wonderful. That was just awful. An excellent quiver. Okay, we get some scrolls of teleportation back. Nice. Okay, the poison is gone. Let's just heal. There we go. Oof. Oh, what's this? Oh, an excellent staff. Can we identify what it does? Evil. Oh, come on. I don't like those because they paint such an incomplete picture. I know I talked about that before. It's nice to know about some of the creatures, but it's so much more useful to know about literally all of the creatures, you know? Okay, some unknown potions. What could those be at this point? I mean, a lot of things, I suppose. But it's a relatively large stack. Which probably means that it's not something like an attribute potion. I mean, it's almost certainly that. Okay, thanks for giving me... Wait, did I still have one scroll of Word of Recall, or... And she destroyed all of them? I don't know. Either way, we have 2 again. Just something at least. I mean, let's see. What all did we lose? I guess not potions. Potions are acid-proof, right? We did lose some teleportation. No, actually we used 1 teleportation, then we got some back. We might or might not have lost all of our Word of Recall. Yeah, we definitely had 3 at one point. Now we're back up to 2 at least, so that's nice. Yeah, we lost our decent staff, and one that we don't know what it was. Still have our ones for what it's worth. I suppose it could have been worse, but oh god, I don't even want to look at my equipment. Oh no, we're down to 29 armor from over 40. Yeah, that's rough. Oh no, 4 minus 4. Okay, so the ones of protection were acid proof. The hard leather boots of levitation are not, interestingly. Huh. Why is that? Aren't they also an ego? Or does that somehow not count? Surely it counts, though. I guess one of the... Well, it's hard to... it's hard to call it an upside, but... One of the upsides of only having 3 actual pieces of armor is that acid can only do so much damage. Of course, it's still almost our entire source of armor, so having that reduced by any amount always sucks. But eventually it's going to be all artifacts and or equipment that's otherwise acid proof, right? Yeah. Anyway, we conquered the dungeon. That's all that counts in the end. I guess we just head out of here. You know what? I'm kind of sick of this place, so let's just take the quick way out. Thank you very much. Right, we also did reach level 22 at some point. I suppose I didn't even really notice when that happened. It probably was at some point in the on the boss level? I don't even know. Plenty of stuff going on there, that's for sure. Right, I mean, it sure would be super nice if we could get a new staff of identify. We can, with 12 charges too? 3600? I mean, sure. Sure. Identify the mushroom. Stupidity. Cool. The potions, saltwater. Why do we not destroy those automatically? I don't know. Surely those are always useless. Saltwater. Yes. All of them. Thank you. U-C-A. Quiver of Protection. Auto-destroying Quiver of Protection. Right. Yeah. Okay. Because it is an ego item, but now that we know exactly what it is, we destroy it. I feel like there's probably a way to get rid of things that we know will not be an artifact and will not be useful to us before we even identify them, before we waste a charge of identify. It shouldn't matter in the long run, but still. Restore charisma, huh? What charisma? I think we're good. Do we need any more scrolls, actually? Well, they don't have anything here. Well, they do have recall, so let's get 3 of those. We're not cursed, surprisingly. Although, it sure sometimes feels like we are. Let's see here. Potions of speed. Oh, we still have 20. I think that's fine. Staff of Confused Monsters. I mean, that is nice, but we also can't afford it, so... Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah, having the Wand of Confused Monsters certainly is useful. Yeah, the Detect Evil... Not really. We're gonna get rid of that one, actually. I mean, I suppose I can put it here. It matters very little. We're gonna put the ring here as well. Potions of Sight. I mean, being blind sucks, but that being said, doesn't... Yeah, curing cures blindness as well. So we're gonna drop those. Of course, we can just page up and down. Curing, healing life. So I guess we only picked up... We only also picked up the potions of sight because they were unidentified, and then we kept them because the instructions don't specifically say to get rid of them. Yeah. Okay. So we should not be picking up more of those in the future. That's fine then. Oh god. I feel like a second ago I knew something. Oh yeah. Well, we could cure here. We could restore, rather. Right? It's 3,000 though. Yikes. I mean, I suppose our charisma is technically even below 3, so... it's understandable that people hate us. We're a freaking centipede. Everyone hates centipedes. Enchant armor. How much is it to basically restore these? A lot, as it turns out. We can only get them to +2? Wait, no. Can we get them to +2 from -4? That would be good. Honestly, it would be decent to just get them to +1. Let's see how that, if that's how that works. Also 3, I mean, different places offer different prices. Enchant armor, wait. Oh, it says 1,200, wait. Oh, interesting. It doesn't give a price here. And we only have 6k left. Wait, what did we spend so much money on? Didn't we have 11k? Oh, I guess I did spend 3,600 on the staff. Yeah, fair enough. That would do it. Okay. Gee. Okay, this is way less expensive, apparently. That's good to know. So we could get these all the way up to +5. I don't know where they were before they were disenchanted, but we could get them to just +1 for only 1,200. Wait, or is that actually... No, surely that's not the result, that's just how much we're getting back. So getting them to +0 would be 4,800. Oh, that's a lot. I mean, just to test it... Yeah, okay, it's just brought it back up to -3. Oof. At least now they provide a point of armor, but... I mean, these are also the least important, obviously. If anything, I should be fixing up these levitation boots. Sure, let's just dump all of our money into that. At least now we're back up to 34 armor. The boots are back up to +1. It's not great. I mean, in theory, I suppose we could even find better boots in the shop now. Well, we can, actually. But we can't afford them. Wow, how are unenchanted metal shot boots almost 3,000? Holy crap. And technically the non-magical soft leather boots are better than our current metal shot boots. No, wait, they're not, because those do give us a combat bonus. Yeah. It's fine. It's not, but it's fine. Okay. Mushrooms. Quest complete. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot that the quest was literally just in the dungeon. Because I saw this. Shadow Fairies, yeah, of course. Duh, we picked up 2 quests. Okay, so we completed the mushroom quest. What do we get for that? Ring of Wizardry. That's not useful. Tidy the laboratory. I don't remember what's in there. God, is that full of elementals and stuff? Or is that... Like, is it one of those basically just large open spaces with a bunch of alcoves and a bunch of enemies on the sides? On all sides? Or is that... I don't know. I feel like the first one of these quests is not so bad. There's one later on that's really nasty. Okay. This is maybe not so bad. But we don't have any kind of... What are you actually? Just a dark trap? Yeah, just don't step in that. Oh hey. Okay, it is elementals, but it is individual rooms. Okay, we're unfortunately confused. I hate that. And stuff started waking up, so... Wait, I'm confused again? Well, I guess my identify staffs are just not not meant to last. Ochre jelly. Oh no. Well, I guess this was a mistake. I mean, I suppose I can really only try to fix my confusion. Oof. Slain the ochre jelly. There's more, though. Close that. Holy crap. Heal. Okay, we fully healed, though. We only lost... we actually lost a point of armor on our Boots of Levitation, huh? And then, of course, we lost our recently purchased staff. That is honestly... I mean, that's just insulting. That is just insulting. It is silver jelly. Silver jelly drains mana. Absorbs light. Who needs light anyway? Cyan potion, red potions, more broken sticks. Oh, I think we actually literally just need to clean up the trash. Pick up or destroy all the trash. The broken stuff. Average wand. Pick that up, please. More traps. Another smoke elemental. Get a quasit that's currently sleeping. Firebolt, huh? Please don't burn my stuff. Light green potion. Salt water, which we're somehow not auto-destroying. Staff and staff. Could one of those be identify? Okay, that's light. And that's darkness. Okay, let's just use illumination again. Huh? Oh, that does not cure blindness. Interesting. Something's attacking me. I destroyed it. Okay. And whatever I destroyed dropped a broken stick. Well, let's get rid of that and the illumination as well, I suppose. Okay. Don't know why I did that. Ooze elemental. Acid. Of course my boots are damaged. Why wouldn't they be? Can those things be confused? Nope. And there goes the Enlightenment, and we haven't even seen that in shops, so... yeah. Is that thing not coming? Come on, man. I'm confused, apparently. Okay. Beer elemental. Ah, yes. Well, we're kind of running out of curing here. Fast. Close that, never mind. Okay. Close the door. Close the door? Oh, the door is broken. Fair enough. Let's become heroic. Should probably also become speedy. Honestly, I'm just gonna heal. I should absolutely have cast speed. I don't know what I'm thinking. One of my scrolls of teleportation was destroyed. Yep, down to 4. This is so bad. More stuff, more ones. I mean, there's still a chance that maybe we might get a new staff of... well, either a new staff of identify or maybe even enlightenment. Oh god. Okay. Let's speed up. Let's be heroic. I'm confused. Screw you. Well, there goes the last potion of curing. And we did kill the air elemental, so that's good. And we do have a disenchanter mold, because why not? Why the heck not? Isn't there... Wait, there are two disenchanter molds, okay. They're just different colors because they scintillate or whatever. Yep. If only... Oh, those are actually easy to kill, never mind. Yeah, if only we had an actual ranged weapon, though. An excellent ring. Where do we have this stupid ring of wizardry that's literally useless? The average rod, though. Don't know what it is. Okay, cool. No stuff to use? Oh, I guess not. Well, we're not gonna identify what these are. Never mind, that's acid bolt, okay. It's lightning bolt. Okay. It's firebolt. Hmm. Is that a coincidence, or... And frostbolt. Maybe it's not a coincidence. Maybe you're literally guaranteed to just get one of each elemental bolt in here. It feels too well choreographed to be completely random. Silver jelly. Right, those don't matter at all. Oh, and the quest is complete. And it was actually not about destroying the trash, because there was still some pottery shards left. Well, that was horrible. that was so bad. But at least we lived, and yeah, at least we lived. I guess that's really the only positive thing I can say here. We are level 23. I suppose that happened again at some point without me noticing. Of course, level ups have slowed down quite significantly, which means the next evolution is unfortunately still a ways off. Okay, really, leather gloves of the wizard. You could not have given me leather boots of the wizard or something. Also, yikes. -6, -7 combat, -4 armor. They literally reduce the armor when your armor when you put them on. Like, how is that even... And they reduce your strength by 2 for good measure. And they give you 2 int and device usage and reduce your strength by 2 and your combat by a ton and even reduce your armor. Those might just be the worst non-cursed piece of equipment I've ever seen. That's awful. Like, even as a wizard, you would never want to put that on. You need strength just to be able to carry stuff, at the very least, and you want to be able to just bonk things with your staff or something. Sometimes, at least, you at least want to have that option, right? Well... And yeah, the next quest, of course, is level 40, so not happening anytime soon. Oh, we can't even afford teleporting. Well, we can always head into the dungeon, I suppose, and grind. I'm gonna rest for the night, I guess. Buy food and drink while we're here. Oh man, things are looking pretty rough. We have 500 gold. Oof. We do not have identify, and we're not even selling that staff that you had before. I mean, suppose there's a chance that if we go into the dungeon and just grind until we have like 3,000 gold, I should probably... If I want to do that, I should definitely go for like 4,000. And then there is a chance that when we return, there's gonna be a new identify staff. I guess what I really should be looking for is some acid resistance, huh? But, I mean, I suppose an amulet of acid resistance would be great. In fact, there is literally one right here that I'm staring at. Okay, well, it's 8,000 gold, so tough luck. Really tough luck, unfortunately. Can we at least get some identification scrolls? No, we cannot. Wait. Except they're here. They are here, but we're also down to 500 gold, so we can't afford much of anything. So much for the lucky centipede, huh? I don't know, man. I don't feel particularly lucky here. But maybe that's just me. We get a lot of detect monsters. I mean, needless to say, literally everything in here is completely unaffordable. Got a reduced fire resistance amulet for 12,900. It's 50% off and it's 13,000 gold. Are you insane? Like, what is that markup? The acid resistance amulet in the magic shop is just 8,000. Okay, anyway, that's fun and all. I mean, I would like to know what that rod is. It's probably nothing useful. It might just be another detect traps, honestly. In fact, that's kind of likely, because it didn't do anything when I used it. I would, of course, like to know what that ring is. It could be good. I guess I'll drop... Which one of these ones would I want to like to keep the most? Beside confusion, of course. I mean, frost is fine. Fire is... Maybe lightning? I don't know. I feel like few things tend to resist lightning. But maybe that's just not true at all. I'll go with lightning, I suppose. I like lightning. I don't know. Right, we also have a bunch of potions that we would like to identify. I would like to have more teleportation, but we literally cannot afford to identify all the things that we have. So, yeah. I'm going to donate these as a warning example, I suppose. There. Oh hey, another one. Great. Magic missile. Yeah, you know what. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's head into the arena. It's not like we make money there, but we might get something nice. You do occasionally get stuff. I don't know, I just feel like beating something up. Don't throw rocks at me, please. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We were fine until he actually threw the rock. Okay. It's good. Light cut. Ugh. Wait. It's fine. Stop being afraid. Okay. Dark Elven Lord. Please. Okay. Jeez. Oh, he dropped something. An Azure Potion. Iron Golem, yeah, okay. You know what? That thing scares me. Novice Archer? What are you doing? Huh? Wait. Excellent arrows. Dropped excellent and average arrows. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Is there not somewhere you can identify multiple things at once for a set fee? But that's probably more than 500. Also, okay, this guy does not identify stuff for you. Crap. Do I just buy 4 scrolls of identify and identify the most important things? I guess. Oh, we can afford 5? Oh, yeah, we can. Wonderful. Much better. 25% better than I thought. Okay, so we're going to identify the ring of wizardry. Screw you, game. How's that excellent? That is not excellent. Okay, what are those? Ugliness, wonderful. I guess individual potions are more likely to actually be good. In fact, the one dropped by that Elven Lord might just be good. I'm tempted to just drink that one, blind. It's probably a terrible idea. Okay, what's the rod, though? It's clarity. Wait. It could be good. Rod of Clarity. Wait, Potion of Clarity was confusion cure, right? I mean, honestly, even if the rod is just that, that is basically what we used literally all of our curing potions for anyway. Another one of those things that I didn't remember being such a big deal on previous characters, but I don't know, maybe it always was. We certainly don't need those arrows. And we don't need that ring. And you know what? I'm just gonna drink that Azure Potion. I'm feeling adventurous today. Surely my lucky character is... Huh? It didn't do anything. Don't even get a message about it. It just disappeared. We drank it and that's that. Okay, cool. So it might have been a healing potion of some sort. You know what? My memories fade. Oh, well, that was... Is that forgetfulness or something? Brother Okure! Oh, that's Tsuyoshi special. Oh, yikes. Okay. Well, good thing we drank that in town and not somewhere else. And we're actually down to level 22. Okay. Well. So we actually lost a lot of experience, that's what you're saying. Well. Yeah, so much for our lucky character. And, well, with that we don't have anything more to identify, so... Let's just deal with these fairies real quick. Surely they're not going to be so bad. Oh, right. I used to have enlightenment at some point. I don't think there are traps to detect here. I should also make sure that this actually does what I think it does. It clears your mind, restoring some mana. Wait, that's horrible. It doesn't even... It does less than the potion of clarity. How does that make sense? Unless the description here is just incorrect or incomplete, but I kind of doubt it. It probably literally just does that. Okay. Okay, so individually these fairies are not bad to kill. That's good to know. They're also worth a lot of experience. So that's nice. We can refuel. Mushrooms of Confusion. Well, it was a good thing to identify, I suppose. Huh. Filthy rag. No fairy in that clearing. What can these things technically do? Actually, a lot of things, apparently. Mana Bolt, Wounding Curse, they can blind, confuse, of course they can. Create darkness, slow, teleport. Teleport to? That is, they teleport to me, or they teleport me to them, I think, is what that means. Because they can also teleport. That's teleport themselves, of course. And blink, and heal themselves. And yet somehow, not a single one of them, of the 3 of them, which is also less than I thought there would be, but I'm not complaining. Not a single one of them did any of those things. Maybe we are kind of lucky. Huh. Okay. Well, that quest was way easier than I thought. I think that was... What's stopping me? Oh, because we saw this guy. Fair enough. Blubbering idiot. Dude. I have no patience to suffer fools right now. Dwarven necklace plus 1 no, wait, that's CN? No, that is confusion. No, constitution. Plus 1 constitution. Infravision. Disenchantment resistance? Luck? No, what's LU? Anyway, that's... I mean... That might be good. I mean, it's decent. Permanent light. Wait. Oh, that just means it increases my light radius, right? Can we test that? No, not out here. Also, I didn't even put it on, so... yeah, I mean... no more electricity resistance, but electricity is pretty rare. It's annoying when it happens, but it's pretty rare. And we do have 30% disenchantment resistance. Of course, that's even rarer, at least in the early game. We do get more infravision. We do have permanent light, for what it's worth. It's probably not that useful. I still like the idea of it. Damage is up to 1846. I don't know why Crawl gets such a much bigger boost from strength than all other sources of damage, apparently. But, I mean, I'll take it. Okay. Cyclops layer. Huh. It's only level 22. I think this is generally also not giving me much trouble. But of course, it might now. There might literally just be the Cyclops. Yeah, it's all the way over there. You know, I feel like eventually one of these expeditions... Hello? Fearful Illusion? What is... Hydra? Oh, were you doing that? Uh-oh. You're... That's only a four-headed one. Come on. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, one of these days, one of these expeditions, surely the luckiness of this character must finally shine through. Mirkwood Spider. Okay, so there's clearly not just a Cyclops in here. So at the very least a bunch of spiders, but these are thankfully the easy and sleeping kind, so that's nice. And Vampire Bat. Okay. This is a big place. I see. I was thinking of a different map, of a different quest map that was literally just a tiny little cave. I don't know what that one is that I'm thinking of. This one here obviously has a bit more going on. It's got that whole mountain and outside area, of course. Doombat. Uh-oh. What? Wait, didn't I fight a Doombat before? Why is this thing kicking my ass? One of my scrolls of teleportation was destroyed. Cool. Yeah, it's using fire. I should probably do something, man. Should I teleport away, speed up? Should I speed up now while this thing is in my face? What's the best course of action here? Certainly not just start quaffing potions. We have enough speed potions, come on. Like, and by not start quaffing potions, I mean healing potions. Yes. I want to speed up. I tremble in terror. Okay, maybe we do heal once. Oh no, we're dying. Come on, man. We teleport into the lair. I mean, I guess at least the bat is not going to get here anytime soon. We're nervous, we're uneasy. Okay. I'll just fully heal. Fireball. Okay. I guess we teleported behind the actual Cyclops. Yeah, it's probably gonna be down this path. There it is. It's awake, can throw boulders. It's going to throw boulders, in fact. I feel like rather than retreat back into the tunnel, I'm just gonna go on the offensive here. It's probably the best thing I can do. I can also try doing this. It resisted, but that means it's not immune to it. Nice. More confused. Doombat is here. Okay, Doombat is confused. It's more confused. Okay, the Cyclops has been slain. Why do you keep burning me? No. Ugh, stupid Doombat was so much worse than the actual Cyclops. It's always how those things tend to go, apparently. And you dropped me just a rusty chainmail. Well, amazing. Okay, we got more Mirkwood spiders. That's fine. I know I'm hurt, but I still have my speed bonus. And surely at this point, we've dealt with the worst that this map has to offer. AKA the Doombat, apparently. Okay, I've slowed down, so I'm gonna retreat into this little hole in the rubble and cry until I'm fully healed. Okay. Is the quest complete? Yes, okay. I guess it would make sense if it was complete the moment I killed the actual Cyclops. But yeah, because of the Doombat, I suppose I wasn't really in the mood for... Well, not in the mood, but I wasn't paying attention to the log. Okay, this is it, right? Should be. The quest is complete anyway. I guess, yeah, the guy didn't drop anything good for us. That's fine. Hey, merchant, do you want to drop me some money? You didn't. Stingy bastard. I mean, we did make some money. In fact, we made enough to potentially buy a Staff of Identify. I probably have to do that. Only for it to get destroyed immediately. Literally by the next enemy that we meet that has any attack that can destroy it. It will. I'm just saying it right now. I am fully aware that that is going to happen. But what can I do? Not buy it? Obviously not. Okay. We get down to 17 potions of speed. Resist heat and cold, which I still haven't used. Oh god, I should have used one of those. What am I doing? I should have used that against the stupid bat, but I don't know. Was that better than when I was already in melee with it? I guess now that I know how bad those things are, I'll try to remember to drink one before it's actually right in my face. 2 potions of heroism, which is not amazing, but what can you do? Cure series wounds, down to 9 of those. I mean, ideally I would have a few more of those. Or even better ones at this point. We're level 24, by the way. Teleportation, yeah. Those are cheap. I should definitely get some more of those. Like, I don't know, 7 of them for 600. Ugh, it's half of our money. No healing potions here. Maybe at the temple, though. A potion of Cure Series wounds for 50% off. I mean, that's cheap enough. Unfortunately, yeah, potions of critical wounds are too expensive for us right now. So I guess I'll just stock up on series wounds. Still are 2 scrolls of Word of Recall, which is fine. It's kind of the bare minimum. But even 2 can be gone very quickly, of course. losing the Staff of Enlightenment that we got for a quest that's not available in the shops at this point, or is just super rare. That is, of course, a pretty heavy blow. That's annoying. We'll get our Rod of Detection. I think it's just Rod of Detection, right? That combines Enlightenment and Monster Detection into one, and traps as well, maybe? I don't know. We'll get that eventually, and those are either indestructible or nearly indestructible. We'll see if we get another Staff of Enlightenment before that happens. If we even make it that far. Anyway, for now I'm gonna go and get that one, and probably just get as many of these as I can. Just not that many. Well, we're up to 14, I guess. So there's that. Also, what am I doing? Okay, I didn't know where I was, I suppose. Don't worry about it. Panther. Our strength has been drained at some point. Okay, that also happened. We actually get an item we can use. Crazy. I forgot what that felt like. Pair of metal shot boots, dwarven, +2 combat, 8+8 armor, +1 constitution, -1 stealth. I don't care about stealth, I guess. More free action. That is nice. Okay. Old Watchtower, level 32. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so what's our boot situation looking like? Apart from the fact that we still can only wear 3 pairs, that seems insane. I feel like we should at least get an additional boot slot with each evolution. It feels like the bare minimum that the game should give me. It's tough enough as it is. Oh well. Okay, so we have our metal shot boots that literally just give us the combat bonus and no armor. Then we have boots of levitation, which give us levitation and no armor. How useful is levitation? We can always keep those around if we actually need to levitate over something, over rocks, reach a dungeon in the mountains. I suppose you don't trigger pit traps, but that might be about the only thing. Or you can also hover over water in dungeons. I mean, it's rare to find deep water in dungeons, but it's a thing sometimes. You can hover over lava. You still take damage, but I guess significantly less than if you were actually, like, I don't know, wading through it. Yeah, but the situations in actual dungeons where levitation makes a difference, I think, are pretty limited. Unless I'm forgetting something significant here. And both deep water and lava should be very rare, if not basically non-existent, outside of specific dungeons. Yeah. In other words, I think we're putting on these. I mean, we're definitely using these, obviously. The no-brainer option would be to just replace my other metal shot boots. Maybe I should do that and just keep the levitation for the occasional benefit. Or I could get an even bigger combat bonus. I do like my combat bonuses. Get free action ×2. Minus stealth, yep. Well, you do get 2 points of bonus constitution. You're up to 20, 20, and 46. Wait. This time Crawl didn't get nearly as big of an increase. Okay, I guess I just don't understand what's going on there. But our armor is back up to 45, so that's nice. That is pretty nice. Right, we're also once again broke, so that sucks. What are we doing? We have level 22 quest. We are level 24. Old Man Willow. Yeah, that can be tough though. There are a bunch of dangerous creatures in there. Like even the way to the actual clearing with all the... Wait, no, is that what I'm thinking of? No, it is, isn't it? Old Man Willow. Yeah. And the Ents. Aren't they literally just called Ents? Or can I just not remember what they're called? They might just be called Ents. I mean, those things are kind of annoying because they teleport you next to them and they hit reasonably hard, I guess. But also, that part tends to be less problematic than the way leading up to them, because there are like half a dozen Vorpal bunnies and multiple Yetis, or Sasquatches or whatever. Maybe some other animals, bears. And they tend to just swarm you because it's all just a labyrinth of trees. And there's no way to funnel them to you and fight them one at a time or so. I guess the best you can do is retreat into a corner and fight 3 enemies at a time. It can be tough. That's definitely a quest I don't want to take too lightly here. So what do? We do have just enough gold to teleport out of here. So there's that. I almost just want to hop back into the dungeon. I mean, I find this dungeon pretty annoying. Obo? Hello. I find this dungeon quite annoying, unfortunately. I'd rather go somewhere else. I mean, there is somewhere else we can go. We just have to leave this island. I think that's probably what we're gonna do, because, you know, this place did not really bring me a lot of good fortune, unfortunately. No fortune, unfortunately. I suppose it wasn't all bad, but it definitely wasn't all good. That's for sure. No longer full? Well, it's too bad. Yeah, we're leaving. I'm dumb. Why did I think we had enough money? Because I keep looking at my XP and somehow thinking that's gold. I literally determined earlier that I was broke. Okay, so yeah, we have to go into this dungeon and make at least 990 gold. And hopefully not lose too much in the process. To the point where I have to spend more money to just recover my losses. Oof. Suppose I could always, and in fact I maybe just should be spending some time tunneling. Yeah, that can be decently lucrative. Ah, it would be so nice. Oh hey, Ring of Warning, thank you. How nice of you. I still don't know that Rod of Clarity is actually going to do anything for us. Also, I'm holding onto the Fireball wand, I suppose, because that should be reasonably powerful. Nami the Mate. Okay. I guess I'm going to leave you alone. I have enemies enough as it is. Got Sand Dwellers. Okay. Honestly, that's probably a pretty decent source of just stuff. Amulet of the Magi. Potions of Clarity. Honestly, yeah, no, give me those. Because I'm fairly certain the Rod of Clarity is not actually going to help me. In fact, maybe the thing is that you can't use more complex magical items like that anyway while you're confused, so it wouldn't make sense for it to kill your confusion. Maybe that's what's going on. It's kind of stupid though. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Drinking potions is one of the few things that you can reliably do while confused. Or, I mean, if you couldn't, then confusion would completely screw you over. Sleep monster. Confuse monster. I mean, I guess as a backup, I'm going to take that one. Rations of food. I mean, I guess I might as well eat one of those. And refuel with one of those. Still haven't found a decent light source. And actually, yeah, now that I pay attention, we do have a light radius of 3 now. So that's nice. I also wasn't really thinking about mining these treasure veins, but there actually wasn't another one, so maybe that's why. Okay, Amulet of the Magi we do not need. Yeah, you know what? Don't need that thing, because restoring our mana is never gonna matter. At least I don't see how it could. There was a trap right here, apparently. Strange rune. Let's just leave that alone. Trident. Just your average trident. Okay, not a lot going on over this way. Money, though. Some treasure. Skaven Shaman. Detect objects. Nah. I don't think so. Another lantern? I mean, I guess we might as well. Okay. And that's that. I mean, okay, we're making decent money, honestly. It's been going a lot faster than I thought. Up to 3.3k already. Okay, no traps. Good. More treasure. Wait, what's this? Just some average pebbles. Crypt creep, spotted mushroom patch. Mushroom of sickness. Novice archer. How about fireball to the face? Nice. Okay, that's actually satisfying. More treasure. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I mean, it adds up. Novice warrior. Yeah, I really thought that these low dungeon levels wouldn't really give us particularly much money. But honestly, it's perfectly fine. And the enemies are typically quite manageable, of course. Of course, not that I said that. Something horribly out of depth is going to spawn, but yeah, for the most part, these are somewhat boring places. I think that's exactly how I like them right now. Or most of the time, really. Boring is good if you want to survive. I suppose that's true in games and in life. Okay. 4.5k? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not really sure where most of the money is coming from, but every now and then I look and we made a decent amount. Pink jelly. Pink jelly fireball. Alright, that works. suspicious. As in, there's definitely something in the middle. I didn't... Oh, okay, the entrance opened because something came out. What is it? I was going to tunnel into the wall there anyway. Something opened this door. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. Oh. Okay. Software bugs have been taken care of. Okay. And what's in here? Just some slime mold. Oops. Okay, I keep expecting to just run in this direction and not just keep running when I use the run command. I don't know why. That's literally what it does. I should know. Novice Warriors. Dropping me more money. Sleep Monster, no thank you. 50 gold, sure. $250 gold, wait. There's more. Word of Recall, useful. It's another 300 gold or so that I didn't need to spend on it. Malhur, the Orc Captain. Do you need any special treatment? Well, I mean, define special. We could just go ahead and confuse. Okay. Okay, I took a lot of damage from something. Wait. Hammerhead? Oh, I'm dumb. I wasn't looking at things, and there is a freaking shark right next to me. Can we outrun you? No, absolutely not. Okay. Teleport to relative safety. Can sharks open doors? Oh, that door is broken anyway. Surely it's fine. Okay, we're fully healed. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have noticed that there was an enemy. I don't know what it's kind of hard to see the dark blue on black background, of course. Of course, if I had just glanced at the enemy list, I would have seen it. If I had actually stopped to look at everything in the room, I would have seen it. I suppose I just mistook it for some sort of equipment character. Didn't even realize it was any enemy at all. Well, thankfully, I survived. Okay, we confused it, so we're just gonna kill it in 2 hits. Alright. Yeah, well, that could have been kind of bad and in a very embarrassing way. It was still kind of embarrassing, but at least we lived. Let's see, 5.8k. Are we getting to level 25 even? I mean, slowly, I guess. Level 18. ZZ. Detect a trap. Ring of Combat +1 dexterity. Not amazing. Slimy ooze. It's kind of generic, isn't it? Trench worm. How do you guys like fireball? Nice. Slimy ooze died. Trench worm was not damaged at all, basically. Those things are tough. relatively speaking. But one by itself is fine. Wait. What's this way? Not much. Okay. Good to know. Secret door. Okay. And that's that for that floor. We can go to the bottom floor here, this time without any icky queens. So we should be good, probably. Ah, why did I not attack that guy? It was silly. Could have just stolen from me and teleported away and annoyed me even more. And just as I was about to say, what's going on here? Moaning Spirit. Do we just need to deal with you like that? Huh? Did I fail to... Yeah. Sure did. Why is it occasionally visible? We do see invisible. I guess that's just how that works, right? It's... Did we kill it, actually? No. We got our dexterity drained, and then it disappeared. Maybe it can teleport. Moaning Spirit passes through walls. It's invisible. Right, so invisibility... Was it this game where it worked like that? That you can have multiple instances of See Invisible? Yeah, we have See Invisible ×1. And each instance of that gives you a chance to see any invisible creature on any given turn. And some creatures are just more resistant to being seen, basically. So you need more stacks of See Invisible to reliably actually see them each turn. And they can still flicker in and out of existence, basically. Ray of Cold, nah. But yeah, apparently that particular Moaning Spirit is still alive, or undead, I guess, as it were. Pumpkin Man. Do you know the Pumpkin Man? Well, I used to know it, but now it's dead. Got the Copperhead Snake. Got a trap detected zone. Detect doors and stairs, no thank you. Okay, money, 7.3k. I mean, it's really all we needed. Huh? Did I not detect traps literally just a moment ago? I swear I did. I swear I meant to. Oh. Anyway, let's eat that while we're here. There's the Moaning Spirit. Okay, just kill it like that. 500 gold. Nice. Okay, lots of gold. Holy crap. Yes, please. Alright, that connects there as expected. That's the entire floor, isn't it? So now ideally, if we could find... Wait, does this place still only have one staircase leading to it and out of it? Even though it's no longer the boss floor? I suppose that's how it is, huh? It does retain that quality. Interesting. Well, in that case... I don't know, do we head out of here? I mean, it feels like a pretty safe place to spend some more time and, you know, at least make some money. We're not really making a lot of experience here. Like last time I checked, we were at I feel like it was something like 1.7k. Now it's 1.6, so we made like 100 XP in several floors. That is obviously not great. But we're up to 9.3k money. That is pretty good. We can obviously afford restoring all of our stats for once, teleporting wherever we want, buying, maybe even buying an additional Staff of Identify to have one in reserve if we're feeling very fancy. Potentially buying a Staff of Enlightenment if we see one. Don't know how expensive it would be because we have yet to see one, but you know. Well, maybe I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Hello, Spotted Jelly. You don't do anything. Okay. Magic mapping. You know what? You know what? Well, that was mostly wasted. Why is there... Oh, it's stone wall. That's why. Because it was an enemy. I was gonna say, normally you don't see an extra layer of wall like that. That doesn't make sense. Again, if I had actually looked at the enemy list, I wouldn't have been confused, but I neglect to do that way more often than I should. Cure light wounds. No. Those are... Yeah, those are definitely not worth it. Way too weak. Is this actually it? Wait, surely this isn't the entire floor. That's ridiculously small. 2, 3, 4 stairs down. 2 stairs up. In some roguelike, I want to say it's dungeon crawl, you will always have the same number of up and down staircases. As in, you will always have the same number of up staircases that you have down staircases. Is that a thing here? Because in that case it would indicate that there is more to this floor. Because we're obviously missing 2 down staircases. No, 2 up staircases. I'm gonna do one quick-ish search. On this side. Obviously we mapped over on the left-hand side of the dungeon, so if there's anything hiding here, any part of the dungeon hiding, it has to be over on the right. And, well, I guess there appears to be nothing, so we'll just head down to level 20 again. A different level 20. Failed to use the device. Okay, I see. Oh, that probably happened earlier as well, where I thought I detected and didn't. Yeah, that would make sense. Magic mapping. Ooh, big floor. If only we had some monster detection. I don't want these things actually, so... Okay, just some money lying on the floor. Radiant Kavu heals itself. Okay. Didn't help it in the long run. $9.9k gold. Alright. Ooh, there's lots of money in the walls here. Well, lots is a big word, but it's something. Hello, ochre jelly. Get out of here, please. Trap detection. We don't need that. Red mold touches with fire. No thank you. I've been burnt before. Well, I've been mostly corroded, but, you know. Burnt too. Actually, I've been burnt by that stupid doom bat, so yes. Not messing around with that. And there was, I guess, a little bit less excitement to be found on this floor than its size suggested, perhaps. But that's okay. We're up to 10.5k. I mean, at some point I'm just gonna have to call it quits. Obviously, this is not particularly exciting for anyone involved. So, do we just leave and go somewhere more interesting? And there's always the, what's it called? The coastal cave. I feel like it's not actually called coastal, but well, maybe it is. Anyway, could always try that one. Starting level of 15. Yeah, I think we're just gonna head out of here. Hello? Okay, wait. Yeah, we're just gonna head out. We're not gonna teleport out. So we'll meet the occasional respawn. Okay. ZZ. Might as well magically map as much as we can. Okay, we got another larger floor. Also going to continue tunneling, continue excavating. Word of recall, very good. A black harpy. Not a problem. What was the other capital H that we actually struggled with a little bit? Was that a hippogriff, I think? Wolf, Farmer Maggot's dog. Okay, yeah. At this point in the game, no longer a threat. Okay, we got orcs. Ooh. And when you see one orc, typically you're gonna see more. Robin Hood? Wait a second. I thought you were just some random archer. Once again, I wasn't actually paying attention to what I was facing. I feel like I used to be slightly better about this. But lately, I definitely haven't been. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, Robin Hood is actually a complete pushover in melee. I don't know why he decided to go into melee, but, you know, I appreciate his decision. I respect his decision. Oh, that's not true. I don't actually respect it. It was pretty stupid, but it worked in my favor. Strange rune. I guess Robin Hood must have placed that there, because otherwise... Okay. We would have stumbled upon it on our way there. Okay. I don't know what it could have done. Strange rune, which one is that? It's not teleportation, is it? It's not fire. Maybe it is fire. I don't know. Either way, thankfully we didn't trigger it. I really expected us to, because we had such trouble disarming it. That's actually it for this floor, huh? Okay, well, there was an elite. It was pretty easy, but an elite nonetheless. Honestly, it's a little bit sad to see the King of Thieves reduced to such a low-level, harmless joke of an elite enemy. But, oh well. Some of them have to be low levels, right? ZZ. I mean, one floor at a time, this is going to take a while for us to get out of here. But that's fine. Brown mold is a confusing one that gave me such trouble at one point. If I had realized that, I would not have so foolishly wandered into melee. I have no idea what a Hibagon is. Neither does the game, apparently. Okay. Well, it's not particularly strong, so that's good. And this is another micro floor, actually. Huh. Wait. No, there's definitely more going on here. And of course we're out of mapping, so... Well, there was a door there. What was that? Boring place, you say? I mean, sure, but obviously there's more to it than this. Secret door. There we go. I no longer walk carefully. Ah. Clear mushroom patch. Northwest. I see. That's this room layout. Another identify staff. Okay, okay. The game is maybe apologizing for its past misdeeds. Orc shaman. Polymorph. I don't know about that. Quasit. Owlbear shouldn't be too bad. Wow, okay, lots of scrolls of recall. How many did we just find all at once? 5 or 6? White worm mass. Needs to go, of course. Green jelly, just poison. That's fine. Okay. The only stairs down are these. Okay, if you insist, I guess we're taking two at the same time. Ring of Protection protected me once again because I forgot to detect. Lost Soul. Okay. Let's eat some food off the dungeon floor. Brass Lantern of Duration. Hello. Okay. Equip. Equip that. Refuel it with our normal one. Yeah, okay, so Brass Lanterns of Duration have a max duration of 30k. I mean, okay. We were never at any risk of actually running out of light before, and we're definitely even less likely now. Master Yeek. Thanks for not summoning anything. Actually out of trap detection. Okay. And we're back into trap detection. What's that? Mushroom of Paranoia. Okay. Nami the Mate. Hello. And I keep being unable to think of Nami the Mate as anyone other than Nami from One Piece. Because Nami and crewmate, I'm sure that's not what they're going for here, but I also don't know what other Nami they might be talking about. Might be from the source material of whatever much of this game is based on. That I have no idea of. I mean, at some point I guess maybe not directly, but one of the descendants of the, or one of the, I guess, not descendants, the ancestors of the ancestor of the ancestor of this variant of Angband was based on the Chronicles of Amber, right? Which I never read. I'm planning to, eventually, but I don't know if that's where all those Chinese-sounding names are coming from. Doesn't actually might just be from actual history, like Warring States period or whatever. It's another thing I don't really know about. It might also have nothing to do with that. Meng Huo and who else? I mean, Nami, of course, is just a Japanese. I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's a regular name. I mean, obviously, the character Nami from One Piece is called Nami, but Nami just means wave in Japanese, as in tsunami. And I'm sure there must be other characters in Japanese media named Nami. So, or maybe it is named after One Piece. I suppose One Piece is old enough that a reference to it could be in this game, but that would be kind of random, and I haven't seen any other references to it or any other anime or manga that I know. So that seems unlikely for those reasons. Anyway, I'm obviously just rambling because I've long run out of useful things to say, or interesting or meaningful or relevant to the game. Obviously not a whole lot is going on here. I'm pretty much on autopilot. Of course that's dangerous, because eventually, if you just keep going for long enough, even on a easy dungeon like this, you're going to run into something a bit more tricky. Or at least that is always a possibility. But, you know, I can only force myself to take this place seriously. Hey, Vocal Bunny. For so long, you know. Detect traps. Staff of detect traps, though. No. The rod is working just fine, and obviously we all know what happens invariably to all of our staffs. Okay, once again, we only have one option for going up here. I didn't know who I was looking at. Oh no, pink jelly. It weakened me, of course. Yeah. See, I was not paying attention. I was still thinking of thinking about how I was looking at the other C, the wrong centipede. I should know that I'm the red one at this point, but you know. Also, did I? No, I did not detect traps because of the things that happened before. There's probably a door here. There might not be a door here. I guess there's not a door here. Never mind. It's just an oddly shaped room that looks like it should connect somewhere, but I guess it does not. 17.4k money, by the way. Okay, I hadn't looked in a while. Well, there's a little bit more going on here. What was that? Word of... so much word of recall. I mean, I appreciate it, but 12 was a bit much. No one could possibly need to recall that much, and there was a door here. Slush pile, okay. Lots of potions of resist heat and cold. Last I checked those, we had like 4. Maybe we had some more, but we might also have just picked up 8 of them. Ring of Protection glows white. Okay. Because it's a ring of warning, as well as a ring of protection. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to glow various shades of red or even black or things like that when something bad spawns on the floor that you're on. But white sounds like something good potentially happened. Bull Roar the Hobbit, hello. Maybe it just glows whenever an elite spawns on your floor. And the color just indicates the danger level. And white is just not dangerous. That being said... Oh, I failed to use the stupid device correctly, come on. Oh, we literally just one-shot him. Alright, well, we'll take that. Bowstaff of Armageddon. Nice. Amulet of Devotion. Hold life and something else. I mean, it's unlikely to be better than our Dwarven necklace. In fact, I guess the only thing that it has that we don't know about is some sort of activatable ability, huh? I'll still take it with me, but... Gonna eat one of those. Oh, we're gorged. Yikes. Okay, no longer gorged. Perfect. Can't be all bad. So there is actually still something more. Undead Mass. Disgusting. Flasks of oil. Cute. Well, I guess... There you go. And that is that floor. Where do we leave? Oh, right here. ZZ, some traps. Warbear. Okay, an amulet. Non-magical. Of course there was a trap. Disarm that. Disarm the trap. Okay. A green jelly, poisonous. Skaven Shaman. Giant Salamander. You know what? We have 12 of them. Let's not get burned. Okay, it immediately breathes fire. And there's an absolutely non-zero chance that that one fire breath could have destroyed tons of things. It also might not have, but you never know. Boring place. Fair enough. Okay, glows white. Who spawned? Did anyone spawn? Will we find them? So many questions. Monster detection would be nice. Is there anything inside here? Actually, there might be. I mean, I can always tunnel. Oh, there is a room. I feel more sickly. Oh, come on. And honestly, at this point, I'm probably just going to... whatchamacallit? I'm probably just going to restore my stats anyway, so... You know. It's fine. Ooh, Stinking Cloud? I don't think so. Poison damage is kind of not that great. As much as I like it, flavor-wise, but, you know, not that I like the flavor of poison necessarily. Well, it depends on what you define as poison, I guess. I do occasionally enjoy drinking Coke. Well, not to mention whiskey and Coke. All of those things. Both of those things are definitely poison under certain definitions. Yeah, anyway. Here we go, rambling again. Do we drop those? Yes, absolutely. We drop those shots. Although we could technically throw them. So I guess, this time the white glow of the ring didn't indicate did not indicate an elite spawning necessarily, but just this bunch of orcs perhaps? Or maybe there is an elite and I just haven't found it. Surely it would have found me by now. I'm just gonna leave. We're at floor 10. Wait. Oh, this is actually... See, I keep forgetting this as well. I keep forgetting that dungeons don't start at the first floor, except... unless it's the main dungeon. Which we could also visit, of course. Honestly, that is definitely an option. Maybe we should do that before the tidal cave. That's the one, not coastal. Close enough, I guess. Same idea, kind of. I suppose a tidal cave is kind of necessarily also coastal. I guess not technically, but it will almost always be. It's a nice large cave. We got a slightly interesting room layout down here, apparently. Who points at me? Boring place again. Ah, Grove Dressing, yes. Makes sense, considering we had seen several of them before. Staff of Darkness. 13 words of recall. Is the game trying to tell me something here? Dude. Can I eat again without becoming engorged? Nope. Okay, are we done down here? No, not quite. Almost though, and what's up here? Oh, just a non-magical amulet, and that's that. Okay, well, that was that. We're at 22.3k gold, and we're 587 away from leveling. Okay, I mean, that's... I could stick around here for longer, until we hit level 25. But it's also been 2.5 hours. I mean, that's honestly quite sufficient, isn't it? I'm going to head outside and I guess just check the shops. What is this actually? A library, yeah. Or bookstore. Fire resistance amulet, ridiculously expensive. So, no thanks. Just bad stuff. Drop that extra stuff of identify. What's the 3% again? I have no idea. I'm gonna drop the other one, I guess. We're gonna drop that amulet, even though we're never gonna use it realistically. Confuse monster, sure, we're gonna drop the one that's worse. Everything else is fine. Right? We have 2 offensive spells. The fireball, that's nice and heavy hitting. That also covers an area. The lightning bolt for general purposes because few things resisted. Seems fine. We have way too many scrolls of Word of Recall. What? Wait. What are we doing here? Drop H. Yeah, drop like half of them. Teleportation is fine. In fact, I'm hopefully gonna be able to buy a few more. Clarity. I guess I'll try to stock up on curing potions again. Ideally. Fire resistance. Identify is there, but it's kind of bad. And we have an extra one now. Restore Constitution for 477. Honestly, well, we need to restore... I mean, we're not missing terribly much either way, but obviously I would like to restore Strength, Dex, and Constitution. And we can only restore Constitution with a potion here anyway, so we're probably just gonna pay for restoration and just get drained again immediately, but that's okay. Teleportation, GG. We have what, 7? Let's get 13. Surely that's complete overkill. Identify, well, we shouldn't need that anymore. We definitely don't need more recall. Okay, should be good. 8 potions of curing, yeah. Let's do that. There, you can have the clarity for free. Heroism. Okay, yeah, we want those. No healing potions though, but we have 14. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Remove curse, I think we have a couple. What are we... We're technically looking for metal shot boots. Ooh, 90% off. Wait. Only because it's not damaged, and because it's obviously ridiculously discounted. And because it's actually giving us the armor instead of just giving us 0. Okay, 48 armor. Destroy those useless things. Okay. Nice. Restoration. Sure. Finally, we actually have all of our stats for the first time in a long while. 20, 20, and 51. Okay. That's okay. I mean, again, I have absolutely no idea how that compares to a normal character with a weapon at this stage in the game. But it certainly doesn't feel like we struggle killing things most of the time. Not more so than a normal character would, I think. So I guess we're doing alright in that regard. Yes. Okay, thanks for the potions of speed. A couple, not too many, but we'll take it. Okay, I think with that we're done. Right, we checked all the relevant shops. quests around here are too high level, so we just we rest for the night, buy food and drink, although I guess we didn't really need that. And we head back to Morvant, I suppose. Does it matter? Not really. Once again, Huh? Oh, Farmer Maggot. Hello. Actually, is there a way to just attack a person? I guess I don't really care that much. What's this? Library. Ah, yes. This is where you can identify... For 99, okay. Or research, fully identify something. Rod of detection, 24,000. Well, trap, store, stairs, treasures, items, and monsters. Yep. Oh wait, but it doesn't. It does not map the floor though. Am I crazy? Isn't there? Didn't we always used to have a thing that did all of those things? Map and detected at the same time? Maybe not. Maybe I had a rod of detection and a rod of enlightenment, I guess. Well, I would like to have that, but I can't. I could buy the Staff of Identify for 12,000. 16 charges is decent, of course, but... No. We have a lot of money, but I don't feel like that would be a very good use of it. Yeah, no thanks. Metal shot boots for 3,000 flat, no thanks. Berserk strength. We could always buy magic mapping. I mean, I guess... I don't know, maybe we could actually see Staffs of Enlightenment at this point. I feel like maybe we've just been getting unlucky. Wait, restoration is only 1900 here. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was 2000 somewhere. Oh well. That's fine. Potion of Curing. Okay, yeah, we definitely want more of those, because unfortunately we can burn through quite a lot of those. We're just gonna get all of those, actually. Not F. Heroism, I guess. Yes. Sure. These guys will enchant our stuff, but since we're so ugly, it's still just really expensive. The gambling shop, of course, is also just a late game money sink. More potions of heroism. Okay, you know what? That's fine. We're gonna end it here, I think. Maybe I'll check the outpost. Actually, where else can we go here? Anambar. Which one is the foresty city? Talmora? That might actually be Talmora. Then we have... Oh no, actually it's Angwell. I mean, that one is literally inside a forest. So that's probably the one I'm thinking of. I mean, I should just make my way to those cities at least. So we can teleport there and check the shops. That's always useful. Not Zul, of course. That one really doesn't make sense to visit until much later. And even then, well, eventually it makes sense, I guess, if you're strong enough. But that's a dangerous place to be. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a break here. I guess I'll think some more about what I want to do. There's the main dungeon, there's the tidal cave, there's the other places to check that might have quests at or below our level, and in fact, there's probably going to be at least a handful. Well, 1 or 2, I guess. Yeah. And with... maybe we get lucky and get a new Staff of Enlightenment. That would be nice. Or something. Yeah, I guess a little tour to discover all the towns would make sense. So maybe we'll start by doing that next time. For now, though, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.